At least 10 people have been killed and 34 injured when a vehicle plowed into a crowd in a popular tourist district in U.S. city of New Orleans. This is what city authorities said. The governor now, Jeff Landry, has condemned the crash, calling it a horrific act of violence. Reports have said that the truck crashed into the crowd at high speed and the driver got out and started firing a weapon, with police returning the fire. Now the FBI has taken over the probe.
We had this event started at about 3:15. It did involve a man driving a pickup truck down Bourbon Street at a very fast pace, and it was very intentional behavior. This man was trying to run over as many people as he possibly could. It was not a DUI situation. This is a more complex and more serious based on the information we have right now.
The city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack. It's all still under investigation. You'll hear more after me. However, I have been in direct contact with the White House, with Governor Landry, and of course a unified command who is present here. What I'm asking at this time are prayers for those who have lost their lives in the city of New Orleans due to this tragedy. In addition to that, I'm asking the public to stay clear of 8 blocks around Bourbon Street. Stay clear from Bourbon Street, 8 blocks around. Very active, and again, a unified command is in place right now.
Well, absolutely tragic start to the new year here in the United States. So we have this situation, and I think what we can gather from the recent police chief press conference and statements from the FBI and also from the mayor is that this is an ongoing situation. This has not been resolved yet. They have closed off 8 blocks around Bourbon Street, which is the centre where this car ploughed into the crowd. And they've asked people to stay well away from that area, in part, we believe, because, as they said, they are looking for IED explosives. They found at least one at that scene. So it looks like this is very much an ongoing situation. With regard to the suspect himself, we know that he's a man who had a pickup truck, that he drove very intentionally into a crowd of people, that he went around police cordons and able to do that. Police chief saying there were 300 officers out on the streets overnight with people who were obviously celebrating the New Year's Eve, and that he very intentionally went around those and got around and managed to get into the crowds. And a quote from them in which they said he was hell-bent on creating carnage. So very much an intentional act. Very tragic, as we're seeing at least 10 people have been killed. More than 30, as many as 34 now believed to be hospitalized with injuries. It's unclear how serious those injuries are, but clearly some of them will be if they were affected by this car ploughing into the crowds. We also heard from the police chief that the suspect actually shot at police officers as well. So presumably they were trying to stop him in some way, and they were actually shot in this incident. Again, we don't know if the police officers survived or if they're among those who are either killed or in hospital. But certainly this person didn't just use his car as a weapon, he also had a gun on him. And if he is also related to the IED explosives, then this is, a multiple level incident.
A tragic incident there on New Year's Eve at New Orleans, and US President Joe Biden has also said that he's been continuously updated on the incident and that the FBI has taken lead in the investigation. Moving on to some domestic news, Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal has now accused the Bharatiya Janata Party of voter deletions and cash distribution and he has said all of this in a letter to RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat. Delhi BJP chief Virendra Sachdev, meanwhile, has launched a scathing attack on Arvind Kejriwal, asking him to stop making false promises. He has also asked him to apologize to the people of Delhi. There's also a war that is going on between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP when it comes to demolitions of structures. Let's listen in.
The RSS now dragged into the Delhi dangle, with Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal writing to Mohan Bhagwat asking if the RSS supports BJP's alleged wrongdoings in Delhi. The BJP reacted sharply, saying it was a diversionary tactic.
जिन लोगों ने झूठ बोलकर और लूट कर दिल्ली को बर्बाद कर दिया, अब उनकी कोई नहीं सुनने वाला है। ये दिल्ली अब और भुगतान नहीं कर सकती। अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी को दिल्ली के लोग लाएंगे।
जिस पार्टी का नाम ही भारतीय झूठा पार्टी है, जो पार्टी 2 करोड़ रोजगार देने पे झूठ बोलती है, किसानों के फसल का दाम दोगुना करने पे झूठ बोलती है, वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी उस केजरीवाल पे सवाल उठा रही है जिन्होंने बिजली फ्री किया, पानी फ्री किया, शिक्षा फ्री किया। केजरीवाल से सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, इनके ऊपर लोग हंसेंगे।
The Delhi BJP chief has also in turn written to Kejriwal, asking him to give up making false promises.
मैंने उनसे कहा है कि आप प्रण कीजिए कि आपने जिस तरह से महिलाओं, बुजुर्गों को और दिल्ली के लोगों को ठगा है, झूठ बोला है, आगे से इसे बंद करेंगे।
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Atishi has written to LG alleging that a religious committee has, on his directions, decided to demolish multiple religious structures. The LG's office called it cheap politics, while the opposition accused her of lying.
ऐसे कई मंदिर जो दिल्ली के अलग अलग हिस्से में हैं, जिसमें सुंदर नगरी, सीमापुरी, सुल्तानपुरी, वेस्ट पटेल नगर, न्यू उस्मानपुर शामिल हैं। कई मंदिर तोड़ने का फैसला 22 नवंबर को रिलीजियस कमेटी ने लिया है। एलजी साहब ने इस फाइल को अप्रूवल दे दिया है। वहां का डीएम, एसडीएम हो, वो इन सब मंदिरों को तोड़ने की तैयारी कर रहे हैं।
वो दिल्ली का धार्मिक सद्भाव खराब करना चाहते हैं। मुख्यमंत्री आतिशी मार लेना, आपको एक बात समझ में आनी चाहिए कि दिल्ली सरकार की रिलीजियस कमेटी, जिसके अध्यक्ष दिल्ली के गृह मंत्री खुद होते हैं और मुख्यमंत्री उसकी सिफारिश करते हैं, और मुख्यमंत्री की जिम्मेदारी होती है कि दिल्ली में रिलीजियस कमेटी ने क्या निर्णय लेने होते हैं।
आज दिल्ली का एजेंडा क्या है? दिल्ली का एजेंडा एयर पोल्यूशन है। दिल्ली का एजेंडा मैसिव तरीके से, जिस तरीके से इन्होंने कहा, अंडर डेवलपमेंट है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है, साफ पानी है, सूएज है, यमुना की सफाई है, क्योंकि इन्होंने ये काम नहीं करा। इनको नया मुद्दा बनाना है, मेन मुद्दा को भटकाने के लिए।
It's an all-out letter war here in the national capital, and with polls just round the corner, the politics around it is only set to intensify. Now with camera person Kanan Patra, this is Ishka Verma for NDTV.
Lucknow, meanwhile, on Wednesday woke up to a horrifying incident in which a 24-year-old man, Arshad, allegedly murdered his mother and 4 sisters at a hotel. In a video recorded that after the crime, Arshad has claimed that he acted to protect his family, alleging that their property in Agra was being eyed by neighbors who he also said planned to sell his sisters off in Hyderabad. Here's a report.
हमें मार जीते तो इंसाफ ना, मेरा मरने के बाद इंसाफ दे दीजिए। उन लोगों को कड़ी से कड़ी सजा होनी चाहिए।
A shocking murder in Lucknow on New Year, where this 24-year-old man killed his mother and 4 sisters inside a hotel room last night. The youngest was a 9-year-old girl. In this video recorded just after the murder, the accused Arshad, who is from Agra, claimed he was committing the act under stress after local goons tried to grab his land and home.
हमारा आधा प्लॉट तो छीन लिया, आधा भी छीनना चाहते थे।
The police say they are investigating what triggered the act.
एक व्यक्ति जिसका नाम अरशद है, लगभग 24 वर्षीय, आगरा का रहने वाला, इसको विरासत में लिया गया है। प्रारंभिक पूछताछ में उनके द्वारा बताया गया है कि पारिवारिक कलह के चलते उनके द्वारा अपनी 4 बहनों और माता की हत्या कर दी गई है।
You can see this is the hotel where 5 members, including mother and 4 sisters, were murdered allegedly by his own family member, a 24-year-old boy, Arshad. See, this is the hotel, a budget hotel, which is located in front of Charbagh railway station in Lucknow, and the family was staying here since last 2 days. So today morning, the 24-year-old boy, Arshad, given some toxic substance to his mother and 4 sisters, and after that he cut the nerves of all 5 members. The head of the family, the brother, who fled from this spot, and police is searching for them, while police sources claim that the accused Arshad, he called police and said that he has murdered his family members in a hotel.
Police sources say the father helped his son carry out the murders. The family was first taken to the Ajmer Sharif Dargah in Rajasthan and then brought to Lucknow. After the killings, the accused went to a police station and surrendered. With Ranveer Singh in Lucknow, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Well, the Katra ropeway project continues to face backlash, and the row has escalated now. Locals continue to oppose the ropeway construction project. The anger is over possible loss of jobs, and locals have been protesting against this project. J&K admin, meanwhile, has released 18 protesters. The plans to install the ropeway have been put on hold, while J&K LG has set up a committee now.
Celebrations at Katra as the Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine Board agreed to suspend construction work on a cable car project at the cave shrine. The pilgrim town celebrated the release of 18 members of the Sangharsh Samiti, who were spearheading protests against the ropeway. The protesters believe the ropeway will snatch the livelihood of locals, who provide transport and porter services to pilgrims.
ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ ਕਰੀਏ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਜ ਪਾਂਡੂ ਜਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੰਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਭਰਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਅੱਜ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਬੁਲੰਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ 18 ਸ਼ੇਰ ਅੰਦਰ ਆ ਗਏ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਸਾਡੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਭੈਣ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਉਹਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ.
Thousands had joined the protests over the past week. After releasing the protesters, government officials say a panel will now discuss the issue with the locals.
उस कमेटी की जैसे ही ये कहेंगे उस दिन मीटिंग रखी जाएगी इमीडिएटली, जिसमें कि बाकी इश्यूज हैं उनके इश्यू को बात रखते, जिसमें कि कटरा की आस्था का, कटरा की इकोनॉमी का ध्यान में रख करके फैसला किया जाएगा.
The Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine Board is headed by Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha. In November, the board announced a proposed ropeway for yatris that would cost 250 crore rupees. The cave shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi in Shivalik Hills is the holiest pilgrimage in India. Around 10 million people visit the shrine every year. Most pilgrims use services of locals to travel the 13-kilometer long trek to the cave shrine. Hardly anyone will undertake the traditional trek if there is a ropeway. It's literally a tightrope for the shrine board to choose between technology and tradition. With Nazir Masoodi, Bureau Report, NDTV.
7 arrests have been made in West Bengal in connection with a fake passport racket in the state, in which several people were engaged in a conspiracy to procure fake Indian identity documents, including passports. Here's a report.
We have witnessed a massive increase of infiltration into Assam and India. 2 days back, I have even discussed this with my counterparts in various northeastern states and also with the government of West Bengal. Every day, Assam police is detecting 20 to 30 numbers of infiltrators.
In West Bengal, which is also seeing a lot of infiltration from Bangladesh, investigators have discovered a pattern in the operation of agents who are making fake Indian passports for those crossing the border illegally. Infiltrators are allowed to stay in safe havens in villages along the border with Bangladesh. Police say at first documents like Aadhaar, school certificates, etc. are made, and then they try and make Indian passports. The West Bengal police say the simplification of the passport process may have made things easier for genuine passport seekers, but there are some issues arising out of delivery of passports through post and the simplification of the verification process. The police verification too has been simplified after allegations of corruption. Subsequently, the police claim in their investigation so far, at least 73 Indian passports were issued to Bangladeshi nationals using forged documents.
I'll just read out from a couple of things which are from the passport verification for the police, which is given, is that police authorities are not required to verify the identity of the applicant in the PDR. These are the police authorities are not required to verify the address of the applicant. There is no need for the police authorities to meet the applicant and get his or her signature on the PVR, that is police verification report. document verification is being done at the PSK/POPPSK, and the police authorities are not required to re-verify them unless specifically requested by passport office. So this maybe this was done to make the passport process easier. We have written to them. We are actively pursuing that this needs to change.
The Bengal police chief says the state shares borders with 3 countries, and that puts it in a unique position when it comes to infiltration, especially with the current situation in Bangladesh.
You must understand that West Bengal, being one of the, we are the only state which has borders with 3 neighboring countries. The longest with Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan. We have a different geographical place, and there are some. Anyone, if he takes, it's not that somebody is entering from, somebody tries to enter from, say, Tula in Meghalaya or somewhere here, who come to mainland India, they'll have to pass through West Bengal. We are aware of this, and we are taking very proactively strong actions.
Given the situation in Bangladesh, authorities feel that there could be more attempts to infiltrate and acquire Indian identities by those crossing the border illegally. For the police, the challenge remains in stopping those doing this so that there is no threat to national security from these elements. With camera person GD Shankar in Kolkata, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
Moving on, witnesses have reported a large explosion near Donald Trump's tower in Las Vegas, Nevada, as local police are seen approaching the scene with a thick black smoke seen rising between the tower and a local fashion outlet. My colleague Mohammad Ghazali joins us with more details on this. Ghazali, when did this exactly happen? What do we know so far? Do we know the reasons for this explosion?
See, right now the official line from the Nevada, from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is that they're still investigating the reason of the fire, but as of now it appears a vehicle fire at the entrance to the Trump Towers. The fire is out, and the police has also advised people to avoid the area. The eyewitnesses who saw the fire near the hotel claimed that there was a loud or huge explosion near the Donald Trump's tower in Las Vegas, with one local on social media also posted that how he heard a loud explosion thrice. Now, it has been later confirmed that this boom was caused by a cyber truck or a kind of car which burst into flames in front of the luxury building. As of now, the police is assessing the damage there, but there has been no reported loss of life.
Thank you, Ghazali, for joining us with those details. And finally, singer Diljit Dosanjh met Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and Diljit has also posted on X about this, calling it a fantastic start to 2025. Taking to Instagram, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has shared what he calls a memorable interaction with Diljit Dosanjh. We leave you with those visuals and that conversation between Diljit and Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
गांव का एक लड़का जो दुनिया में नाम रोशन करता है, अच्छा लगता है। आपके परिवार ने उसका नाम दिलजीत रखा, तो आप जीतते ही जाते हो लोगों को।
हम पढ़ते थे कि मेरा भारत महान। जब मैं भारत घूमा ना जी पूरा, तो मेरे को पता चला ये क्यों कहते हैं मेरा भारत महान।
सचमुच में भारत की विशालता एक अपनी शक्ति है। हम लोग एक वाइब्रेंट सोसाइटी है।
भारत में सबसे बड़ा कोई जादू जिसको कह लो तो वो योग है।
जिसने योगा को अनुभव किया वो उसकी ताकत जानता
है। मैंने आपका इंटरव्यू देखा था सर अभी हाल ही में। हमारे लिए आप प्रधानमंत्री एक बहुत बड़ा पद है, तो हम शायद एक जो उसके पीछे एक माँ और बेटा और इंसान है, वो कई बार वो भूल जाता है, क्योंकि एक ओहदा बहुत बड़ा है। जब आप अपने माँ को लेके और गंगा मैया को लेके वो दिल भरा, वो टच होता है। एक्चुअली ये दिल से बात निकली है, तभी दिल तक गई। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ ਤੇਰਾ ਰੱਬ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ, ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਤਾਂ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਹੈ, ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਬਸ ਗੈਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੈ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ, ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ, ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ।